What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. This video is part of a series that I'm creating for Modern Warfare Zombies 3 of weapons which are exceptionally good but not necessarily considered meta or not being pumped up a lot in socials right now, which means that it kind of like flies underneath the radar. The weapon we're looking at today is fantastic. It's the M16. Let's go. Now I'm not gonna lie, this thing slaps, as the kids say. And you're probably gonna feel like taking a shower after using it for extended periods of time just because it's that fucking dirty. But this build on the screen here right now is the one that I settled on using. This of course uses the VT7 Spirit Fire as the suppressor in the muzzle. We're using the Merc foregrip in the underbarrel. We're using the 14-inch carbine shroud in the barrel slot. We're using the PSO heavy on the stock. And then last but not least, we're giving us 60 rounds with the 60 round mag in the magazine slot. Those of you in the know will remember that the M16 is a burst rifle, assault rifle. However, once you pack a punch this thing, it becomes fully auto, so you don't have to worry about shooting in burst anymore. That, however, introduces an insane amount of recoil on the weapon, and so you have to try and use attachments and learn to manage this recoil if you want to be as effective as possible. The damage per bullet ratio of this assault rifle is insane. So if you can hit headshots, if you can hit crits, this thing is absolutely just gonna melt shit. So you have to try and figure out just how to manage the recoil. The good news is the recoil is kind of like super easy to manage since it pulls up heavily. So you can sort of like just adjust for that. But also the attachments that I showed you just now in the build here kind of like tries to help you with this by turning this weapon into something that you can shoot from the hip or in the tactical stance and not necessarily have to go down sights. Going down sights makes the recoil somehow seem even worse, and that's why I started playing around with rather using this on the hip or in tactical spread, which basically makes it a lot easier to manage. By default, this thing has a lot of base accuracy, so again, with some of the attachments on here, we actually make it very accurate all the way up to, let's say, medium range, firing from the hip, and that's one of the reasons why I enjoy this thing so much. You don't have to get up close and dirty to basically get the best damage out of it. You can start picking stuff up from, let's say, medium range as they are running towards you, and it absolutely just chunks like boss health. So this is absolutely good at killing VIPs or, you know, heavy bosses in the game. And it's one of my favorite pairings that I use when I do decide to just spend a lot of time in the tier 3 area or basically do some rifts or something like that, since this is so good at just dealing really good damage per bullet. So it's just great, you know, value for money, if I can put it that way. But give this a try. Let me know which attachments you would change for this, and if you've been sleeping on the M16. I kind of feel like this is a little bit of an underground weapon because every once in a while you'll see somebody mention like, yo bro, have you checked out the M16? So I kind of feel like it's on the rise. People are starting to, you know, just realize what a sleeper this thing is. So get ahead of the curve, slap this thing on, deploy onto zombies, and just conquer the map. And that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. As always, it's just super important to me that you have a fantastic morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Till next video, fucking cheers.